Welcome. This is a battle with Super Pershing on Siegfried line defense. This is assault mode. I do play assault mode. I don't play encounter mode. Consider encounter mode to be retarded. Encounter mode, it's pretty much all about getting to the flag and camping. And most battles end like that, with still lots of tanks alive. I don't play this game to be dancing inside the circles with flagpoles. I play this game to shoot tanks and stuff like that. This is there's one tier 9 on each side. It's a kind of okay battle with the enemy team, however it's quite less skilled. Most tanks on the enemy team I can penetrate with regular shells. I'm gonna use 2 apcr shells on this battle. Most of them, one of them was actually unnecessary, or maybe even both of them. I could have done still a very good battle without using a single gold shell. But if I had used gold shells, I would have done a much better battle, or not much better, but quite better. So on this, when I'm defending on Siegfried line, I usually just go to the north side. The north side is much easier to defend than the south side. When I'm attacking, I usually go to the middle or to the south. At first I just hang in the back, where it's somewhat more safe, waiting to see what the enemy is doing. It's quite obvious they are quite concentrating on the middle and the south. Now I'll just attempt to penetrate that ice tree with regular shells, but it's quite hard. I can only penetrate it with regular shells if I hit the weak spots on the top of this turret. It's a problem with the ice tree. There it goes. One shell did hit weak spots. Then I load an apcr shell and I shoot its frontal glasses and switch back to regular shells. Now he's gonna try to take cover. I wait until he turns and I manage to track him. Now I should be able to penetrate him like that with regular shells. Unfortunately, accuracy just telling me to fuck off. One shell went way too low, the other shell went way too high, so no damage. Now here comes the Black Prince. Black Prince, the side of the Black Prince, it's awesome to shoot at. It's really easy to penetrate. Even with eye angles you can penetrate the Black Prince on the side. That's one of the problems with the Black Prince. He has some fucked up weak spots, even on the frontal wheel armor. You can see they are just bad skilled players just moving around like that, but this happens a lot even with players that are somewhat skilled. This is usually a shooting range. Just come to this position where you can see this position is quite good. You can use the terrain quite well. You can pick on the left of the little hill or on the right and provide fire support for both sides. And time 15 decides to go into the city. I wanted him to follow me. It would have been more useful to have him, but I don't know how much he's gonna contribute to the outcome of the battle. But anyway, so I come here and I did make somewhat of a mistake. I stopped here. I shouldn't have stopped here. I can get shot quite easily without rapidly taking cover, and I'm gonna get shot right now. That's it. T-34 shot my turret cheek. It's one of the weak spots. It's usual to get shots there. It sucks, but it happens. For some reason, the guys who designed Super Pershing decided that spot right there didn't need spaced armor. Now the spot where you see the IS right here behind the bush, that's the ideal spot. You can pick there behind the bush, invisible. You take a shot and only then you get spotted. Now a shot on the side of the Jack Banner 2. Jack Banner 2 is a really good tank destroyer. It's really mobile, really good gun, and he has a very thick frontal superstructure. The whole armor, however, it's quite paper. Now I see I took a shot by the T-34 invisible because there's a tree. There was a tree in between, so the IS-3 was spotting me, and the T-34 was being able to shoot me. Now that wouldn't have been good for me. They would probably eventually hit one of my weak spots and damage me, and while I tried to hit the weak spots on the top of the IS-3 turrets, I don't think so. That wouldn't have been viable. Now I know there's a Jack Banner too, and that's where I came here to engage. Unfortunately, the Super Pershing's armor wasn't quite good. I should have aimed the turret a bit more to my right. That would have increased the chances of bouncing. Unfortunately, I didn't do that. There's the Tiger 2. He seems somewhat AFK, quite clueless in a somewhat useless position. I shoot him on the side of the turret and he just stands there. And then I shoot him on the side of the whole armor but bounce. I think the shot went too low and just hit the tracks. At this moment in the battle I'm not quite sure if we are winning or losing. But the enemy seems to be quite flanked from everywhere. Shot on the back of T-44, but he advances. No more shots for him. Now the Tiger 2, I'm just gonna ignore him. It's pointless. He's not a position where he can terribly influence the outcome of the battle. Now there's a KV-4 here. Instead of shooting him from this position, I'm going in, risk getting shot by the Tiger 2 because I rather take a shot by the Tiger 2 than get shot by the other guys on my left flank. First shot you saw was a regular shell on the side of the KV-4. If it's a good angle, it penetrates easily. I downloaded an apcr shell to make sure I penetrate its frontal armor. You can see I just spotted the Tiger 2. He's not shooting. He's actually apparently AFK. At this moment I was kind of ignoring the Tiger 2. The chances of him shooting me there was, I'm not sure. I think it was, they were not very good chances. But it was kind of a risk that I took there. T-29, if you didn't see it early, he was whining about the game being a Belarusian game, blah blah blah, the usual xenophobic asshole. Now I just stole the Top Gun from the IS-3, but he actually manages to get the Top Gun. He gets the Tiger 2 kill. So it was a good battle. 3,300 damage. Only 2 gold shells used. I could have very well have won this game without using a single gold shell. If I had spammed a lot of gold shells, I would have done even more damage.
Now you see me.
The platoon of the IS-3s did a good job, quite obviously. So I'm now just gonna try and hit the lower plate of the Tiger 2. First shot just goes under. Second shot goes higher and hits the upper plate. But fortunately, the last shot, third shot, hits the lower plate and does some damage, and that's it. Good amount of damage, minimal use of gold shells, and lots of profits. With a quite simple tactic. If you enjoyed watching, just check out for more. Thank you for watching, and see ya.